Welcome back to Operation Pixel. More Bomberman.
As promised, in theory.
And this is the one that I was telling you about before.
Yes. So we're going to stay here for the intro. The intro of Ark's lost and sad childhood.
At the Bomber Theater.
It's a bad name for a theater.
It is.
The last thing you wanted a theater is a bomber.
Oh, this is made by the same people who did, Riki.
Yeah. Hudson Soft. Neat.
Alright, so let's watch the theater.
In search of the legendary treasure. Bomberman has come to this land.
The text was so slow in here, it was driving me nuts.
He had finally found the Ring of Wishes.
You're right, this is where my Game Boy cuts off.
At that moment...
My Game Boy shuts off, and I never found out until I got new batteries. I was so pissed.
It's funny, too, because I was like, that doesn't sound like the opening of a game. That sounds like the end of a game. And then we started this up, and I was like, this is exactly what he told me. And so Bomberman's new adventure begins.
I like how when you start it, it's no longer the theater. It's the theater only for the opening.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Watch the little border.
No.
See?
Yeah, we're playing this again. We can't capture straight from Game Boy, so we're using Ark's fancy cool
Super Game Boy.
Super Game Boy, which is an SNES cartridge that can play Game Boy games on the SNES. It's pretty cool.
It basically turns Game Boy games into like Game Boy Color games with a fancy background.
Yeah,
fancy border.
Yeah, since the resolution on Game Boy games would not be big enough for the full screen.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Welcome to Operation Pixel.
Way to start.
Ark sucks at Bomberman.
Wow. Okay, so I did not expect the first thing that happens would be that you would botch it.
Wow.
Completely botch it. Wow.
I walked into that one.
That was impressive.
That was bad.
That was impressive.
I deserve the slow clap on that one. That's all me. Wow. That was bad. I don't think I've ever done that. Like, right off the bat, one move, lay the bomb.
The other... It's a fun thing about recording this show. Is, like, if you do this and you're just chilling at home playing Bomberman on your Game Boy, it's like, nobody cares if you accidentally botch. You're just like, shoot, man, I'll just restart the game or whatever.
Right.
Or just keep going, because I don't care. Or if, you're doing it with a friend, your friend might laugh at you. But, whatever, on with life. Right. You do that on Operation Pixel, it's immortalized. Everyone forever will know of your shame.
Now it's all over, so I can go watch it again and again. First bomb. First movement. I'm dead.
That's really fun. Like,
that was bad.
I would say, I mean, nobody cares, because nobody really watches our show still. The few who do, thanks a lot. It's great. It's cool. Thanks. But to anyone who does watch this in the future, if you're interested in doing video recording type stuff like what we're doing here, I would encourage it. It's actually a lot of fun. It's actually really addicting in a way. When I first got the capture device here, I got in case anyone's curious, it's a POG Gaming PVR 2, I believe.
Woohoo!
And it has some issues, but for the most part, it works really well. I'm pretty content with it.
Intro level kind of stuff.
Yeah, I managed to get the thing set up. Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull it off, but I got it working for every system from NES to, like, Xbox One. So, if you can figure out how to finagle it...
I don't know, we haven't... the main systems.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't tried, like, the Sega CD or the Sega Saturn kind of stuff.
I guess we haven't tried a few. There's still a few, like, smaller kind of, like, weird offshoot things we haven't done
The main
yet.
stuff we got working.
But yeah, basically everything I got working, and I tried out most of it, even like the Dreamcast, which we haven't recorded anything on yet.
Oh, we haven't, huh?
No, not yet, because we don't have a lot of Dreamcast games.
There aren't really many Dreamcast games, period.
Well, then that's why. But yeah, so it's pretty cool though. But like I was saying, it's a lot of fun, because when I first got it set up, I was sort of messing around, because one of the games I've been wanting to play is Demon's Souls. Because it seems like my kind of game, but it's like super stressful and very difficult.
Yeah.
But since I had been playing that, I was using that as my test piece for a lot of the recording stuff to see if I could get it working. And so I was just like, every time I'd sit down, I'd be like, dude, I can record this. And then I'd sit there and I'd record it. And it was cool because I could record it. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I would definitely say get some good quality stuff. We splurged a little bit. The Pog is not exactly cheap. It's not, like, super pricey. I mean, I'm sure you could maybe find more expensive ones that might be better quality.
If this ever starts making money, we'll probably dump that back into it and get a better,
yeah,
some sort of better equipment.
yeah.
At least some of those stuff that our sound guys have been talking about.
Yeah,
like,
the sound quality we want to improve very much. But neither of us know anything about audio.
No.
So we're doing the best we can with that.
So if you know about audio, yell at us.
Well, that won't necessarily help, though.
You idiots, you gotta do sound better.
Yeah. We know! But, you know, we're working on it. We still got a, I splurged again on a pretty good mic.
A decent mic.
Yes, it's a blue Yeti, I believe it's called. It's a fairly popular mic. I've seen it in a lot of podcasts and stuff like that since I got it. I was like, oh, that's the microphone I have.
Yay!
So, you know, it's a fairly popular microphone. But, you know, it works pretty well for the most part. I'm sure we could maybe find ways to spiff it up a little bit better. But, and I know there's definitely better microphones out there, but you start getting into that stuff, it gets pretty pricey and pretty extreme, and you have to worry about terms like phantom power and get extra boxes and setups and equipments and one of these days maybe, but not yet.
So you know a while ago, or I don't even know, they probably won't, but we were talking about dinosaurs.
Oh, sure. Why not? Now that we're not playing any dinosaur game, let's keep talking about dinosaurs.
Well, it's not going to go off on dinosaurs. That got me reminded of a movie.
Okay, sure.
And I hadn't watched it in a while, so I was like, you know, I'll start this up. And the movie was We're Back.
Oh yeah, okay,
that's still the dinosaur story.
Yeah.
And I
want to watch that one again. It's been a long time.
I know, it's been really long. As I was watching it, I was listening to these voices. I'm like, these sound familiar. Why do they sound familiar, but a little bit off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, who is it? So I actually looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that movie has like an all-star cast, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like the main guy is actually John Goodman.
I'm not sure who that is.
Sully from Monsters Inc.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he's much younger, so that's why it sounded a little off.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
But there was a lot of other ones. I mean, the actual crap. Who's the guy? I think it was Larry King.
Not sure who that is either.
But they got hit. Actually, the actual guy, he did like a little small segment, like if he was on the radio.
Oh yeah.
And but it was actually him. Anyway, but yeah, as I was watching this movie, I started it up. And have you ever watched or listened or played something as a kid, like a long time ago, and then not played a long time, and then you start it up and you get this almost like choked up nostalgia tears feeling?
No, I don't think I have.
Cause like when I started watching it, I'm like, oh my god, this is so many memories. And I actually started like getting this choked up feeling, like, oh man, this is like childhood.
So have you watched it recently?
Yeah, I watched it like yesterday.
Oh, okay. Is it on Netflix or do you have it on DVD?
No, I have it on DVD.
Maybe I'll borrow that sometime.
But yeah, just like I get. Oh crap! Too far.
Bummer.
But I got this like.
I don't know.
Total
Like,
nostalgia feeling.
I'm trying to remember though, because like there's not a lot of things from when I was a child that I still feel strongly about. You know, like.
No, I don't.
I don't know.
Maybe your childhood sucked.
It could be. I don't know, man.
But yeah, it's like every once in a while I'll watch like an old movie or even just like the intro can like get to me. I'm like, oh man, the feels. Way back when I was a little child, watching all these things, playing these games.
I mean, you know, I know nostalgia, and I like the feeling. But I don't know if I've ever felt like that kind of choking up you're talking about.
Come on. Yeah, he's screwed. Aww. No!
Wow, that ghost is pro, man.
But no, I was feeling like this, yeah, this old super nostalgia choked up feeling. It was... Alright, you're done.
There you go.
But yeah, and then I realized how freaking short that movie is, dude.
Is it short?
It's really short.
Oh.
It's like only a little bit over an hour.
I sort of know that feeling. Because I remember... Like, I guess a couple weird things of when I was growing up. There was the Crash Dummies movie. I think I probably showed that to you one time. But you had no nostalgia for it, so it wasn't as cool to you. But my brother and I grew up on Crash Dummies, just like the action figures and stuff. The toys and all that. And like, they're goofy and weird. And like, I don't think they exist anymore. But I remembered that movie, and then I watched it one time, and the whole thing was like a half an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And I mean, you know, I guess that's not too surprising at this point, because I think that movie was like... I'm pretty sure the movie was full CG. And it was made in like the early 90s or something. And, like, that's crazy. Like, knowing now...
When was Reboot done?
That was like mid-late 90s. I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure back in the early 90s when this thing came out, like, the only CG thing that was on TV was the MTV music video for the... Oh man, I don't even know if you know it. But there's a music video. It's... Shoot, I know what it is. I mainly remember it because it has the phrase, "I want my MTV" in it. And then it's got a couple guys talking about microwave ovens.
No.
Hold on, I know what it's called.
I can whip things now.
Oh, cool.
Whip my bombs back and forth.
Never say that again. Shoot, it's... Oh man, there's someone who's from the 80s right now or something who knows what I'm talking about. They're like, it's this! It's this! Gah! But, oh man. Shoot, it's...
Next time on Operation Pixel.
Oh, next time. I'll look it up. I'll know what it is next time on Operation Pixel.